Ah, that first scratchy, annoying feeling in your throat. We have all been there. But here's the big question. Is it just a little irritation, or is it something more serious, like strep throat? Well, that's what we're going to figure out. We're going to break down the difference, look at some awesome home remedies for relief, and talk about the absolute non-negotiable times when you really need to see a doctor. Okay, so you're probably here because your throat is bothering you right now and you want to know what to do. I get it. So let's jump straight into the practical stuff. First things first, we got to understand what's actually going on in there. You know the feeling. It starts as this dry itch, maybe a little scratchy, a little sore. But what is that? Well, a sore throat is basically your body's alarm system going off. It's an inflammatory response. Your immune system spots an invader, like a virus or an allergen, and it releases chemicals to fight back. And those chemicals, they're what irritate the lining of your throat. Yeah, most of the time, that soreness is just the opening act for a cold or the flu. But it's not always about a virus. It could be allergies flaring up, maybe you were cheering a little too loud at a game and strained your voice, or it could even be something in the air, like smoke. So the key thing to remember here is that not every sore throat means you're sick. Okay, this brings us to the main event. Is it a regular old sore throat that'll probably just go away on its own, or is it strep throat, which, spoiler alert, absolutely needs a doctor's attention? Knowing how to tell the difference is honestly the most important part of this whole thing. Let's break this down, okay? A common sore throat, the viral kind, usually brings friends to the party. You know, sneezing, coughing, a runny nose, the whole cold and flu package. But strep throat, it's different. It's a bacterial infection, and it tends to attack your throat with a vengeance. The big red flags you need to watch for are severe pain when you swallow. I mean, it really hurts. And if you look in the mirror, you might see visibly swollen, angry-looking tonsils. Plus, tender glands in your neck and a fever. These signs should make you think, this might be more than just a cold. So what is this strep we keep talking about? It's caused by a nasty little bug called streptococcal bacteria. This isn't a virus, it's bacteria, and it's super contagious. It spreads through all the usual ways: coughing, sneezing, touching something an infected person touched. That's why it can rip through a classroom or an office so quickly. All right, so whether it's viral or just irritated, you want relief and you want it now. The good news is we can open up our home remedy toolkit. There are a ton of really effective things you can do to soothe those symptoms and just feel more comfortable while your body does its thing. First up, warm liquids are your absolute best friend. Chamomile tea is a classic for a reason. It really helps with the pain. Lemon and honey in hot water, fantastic for that dry, scratchy feeling. But you can also try things like sage, ginger, or even raspberry leaf tea. They all have unique properties that help fight inflammation. The goal here is just to keep your throat coated and happy. Now let's talk about gargling. This is like taking the fight directly to the source of the pain. A warm saltwater gargle is the gold standard. It just works. But you can get a little more creative. Try a turmeric gargle. Turmeric has curcumin in it, which is a powerhouse anti-inflammatory. And hey, remember that raspberry leaf tea? You can brew it up and use it as a gargle too. And hey, here's a tip you're probably going to like. Sucking on a piece of hard candy can actually help. No, really. It's not just about the sugar. The act of sucking makes you produce more saliva. And that saliva is what naturally keeps your throat moist and stops it from feeling so painfully dry. Beyond what you're drinking, think about your overall comfort. Stick to soft foods that are easy to swallow. Soups, yogurt, that kind of thing. And you know what feels amazing? Popsicles. Just stay away from anything spicy or super acidic, because that's just going to make things worse. Oh, and your environment matters. A cool mist humidifier can be a game changer, especially at night. It puts moisture back into the air, making every breath a little less painful. Here is an old school remedy that is just fantastic. Steaming. It feels so good, helps loosen up any congestion, and soothes your throat. It's easy. Just fill a bowl with hot water, maybe add a few drops of eucalyptus oil if you have it, then lean over, put a towel over your head to make a little tent, and just breathe in that steam. Instant relief. Okay, we've talked about a lot of great ways to feel better, but now we have to talk about something really, really important. There are times when home remedies just aren't going to cut it. So let's just ask the question head on. With all these amazing teas and gargles and comfort measures, can any of them, actually cure a real case of strep throat? The answer is a simple, direct, and unequivocal no. And if you remember one thing from this whole explainer, please let it be this. Home remedies are fantastic for making you feel better, for soothing symptoms, but they cannot and they will not kill the bacteria that cause strep throat. Here's why that's so critical. Because strep throat is a bacterial infection, it demands medical treatment. Only antibiotics from a doctor can actually wipe out the streptococcal bacteria from your system. Trying to just tough it out with tea and rest isn't just going to prolong your misery, it's actually dangerous. And here's why it's so dangerous. If you leave strep throat untreated, it can lead to some really serious complications down the road. I'm talking about things like rheumatic fever, which can permanently damage your heart. It can also lead to kidney inflammation, or the infection can spread to your tonsils, sinuses, or ears. This is absolutely not something you want to mess around with. So let's put this all together. What is the smart, safe game plan for dealing with a sore throat? It really all comes down to knowing what to do for comfort and knowing exactly when it's time to call in the professionals. Think of this as your action plan. On one side, you've got your symptom care list. Do this stuff. Drink warm liquids, stay hydrated, gargle, get a ton of rest. Use all those remedies to feel better. But at the same time, you have to keep an eye on that other column, the strep warning signs. If you're seeing those, a high fever, that really bad pain when you swallow, swollen tonsils, body aches, or if you're just not getting better after a few days, that's your signal. It's time to see a doctor. And there you have it. So I'll leave you with a question to think about. The next time you feel that familiar scratchiness start in your throat, what's the one thing you're going to remember from all this? Is it a new remedy you're excited to try, or is it having the confidence to know when to stop self-treating and pick up the phone? Because at the end of the day, being smart about your health is the best remedy of all. Stay well.